All right, I was asked about my modulation I do on my whistle. So I want to talk about it just a little bit, give a little tutorial. Um, Little backstory. I can remember being a toddler in diapers in a high chair across the dining room table from my father. And my father was whistling, and I can remember looking at him and just, I wanted it. And I got it. I'm sitting there, what people do, and trying to figure it out. But I can remember being a little child as a toddler in a high chair in diapers trying to get it from my dad. I can remember that distinctly. Been whistling all my life. The other day I posted a song, called it Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, because I was in front of my chicken coop playing guitar and wrote a little ditty, whistling ditty, and did it two-part harmony and whistling, put the other harmony low in the mix. So it's just an auxiliary. It's not real big with it. But the main melody, and I got asked about it, about the technique, is, here's a piece of the song. So the harmony was doing the same thing, same modulation in key, or as a harmony part. So they lock in, they're pretty good together, pretty fun. So the technique, in short, is I touch my tongue to the roof of my mouth, right behind my teeth, just like you got about this much gum, or roof of your mouth, skin, whatever, right there. And what I do is say, this is the roof of my mouth, this is my tongue. I just cup it and I seal it. That's how I'm doing that. And the note isn't a hard whole note relationship, but it is adjustable. You can change, you can change it up and down just like you can when your tongue's in the middle of your mouth. I wish I could put a like a scope, like an endoscope or like a mechanics scope on a skinny. If I had one that was skinny enough, maybe I could get it in the corner of my mouth and get it up there and show the actual mechanics of it. If I should show you, it's just kind of anticlimactic with, you can't really do anything with that, but that's the mechanics of it as I touch the roof of my mouth to it. So here's some more things I can do with it. Real dramatic vibrato. And then there's just up and down with it. And then there is pretty fun. So those are that's how I'm doing that. That's a wiggling of the tongue to get the strong vibrato like that, and then touching the tongue to your roof of your mouth. And I was humming, of course, for the other part. I never could get the humming to change much pitch. I could always just go all over the place with the whistle, but the humming was consistent. Oh, another thing I do with the whistle is I figured out one time that if I go high enough, it cracks like a human voice. Like when a human voice hits a certain pitch, especially like teenage boys, they hit that pitch and it cracks back and forth. I found out that if I went high enough, it actually breaks and it just shifts into a higher pitch. It goes up and up and up, and then there's a gap. It goes up even higher. So that is like, so it broke into a higher pitch. It's not very usable. It's not pretty, but just something fun to play with. I'm hitting two notes at once there, sort of, but couldn't really do much with it. I used to try to make a little melody and break into it, but I never got anything that was really usable. So trying to go daddle-dee, daddle-dee, daddle-dee. I'm trying to do that, but it's just not very usable. But the rest of it is the vibrato. And the modulation, I don't know what you call it. I don't think it's a trill, because that's pretty much, I think that's what another word for vibrato, but Whistling, built-in instrument. Pretty awesome fun, huh? See ya.